here to pick the baby up. You, Joey. Dad, you come back into my life and you preach that you're different and that you changed your ways, and then the first thing you do is accuse my ex-wife of murdering my girlfriend. Do you know how hard it must have been for the baby to be taken away from Miranda like that? Let's all be civil. I did it because I know why you did it. You're trying to get back into mom's good graces, or you're trying to get money out of her, so you're standing here kissing her ass and betraying everyone else, no matter how much it hurts them. Joey? Oh, and you know what? I'd love to see what evidence you gave the police to have her taken in like that. You know, you're oddly defensive of a woman who is supposed to be your ex-wife. Ma, no matter what you feel towards her, she's my baby's mother. I shared a life with her. I shared many moments with her. You know, I was there her whole pregnancy. We got married. I don't have to say much more. He walked back into my life and crossed the line, just like Uncle Jimmy. We at least talk about this? Nah, Dad, like I said, you walked back into my life and you made me believe you were different. I gave you a second chance. I was a fool for doing that. And now, I need you to understand, you're never seeing my kid again. You're lucky if you ever get to see me. Anyone is allowed to see my grandson when my grandson is with me. Shut up, Ma. You just keep saying stupid shit like that, you're not gonna see my kid either. Don't talk to your mother like that. If my son wasn't here right now, and if I was a worse person, right? I would snatch your teeth right out your mouth. Stop. Bill, I'm sorry that I couldn't get the baby for you longer, you know? Don't apologize for that. It's not about me getting the baby right now. It's more about Miranda getting her just desserts. She's with the police, so there's that. Maybe Joey's one step closer to in custody. That's everything he ever wanted, right? Hopefully made an impact. By the way, what evidence did you have against Miranda that made her a person of interest? Don't worry about it. The cops don't want me talking about it. So it is what it is. Well, I must say, you've really surprised me. Really? Yes. Ever since Miranda got into this family, she's been entitled, rude, gone against everything that my family believes in. She's treated me with disrespect over the years that's unacceptable, and I've put up with a lot. There are ways that you go about things, and she always did it in a way that made things about her. She acts like she's the only one who's entitled to my grandson. And now, her baby was taken away by the police. She may never get to see the baby again. I'm happy. Well, I meant what I said, you know, that I want to be back in your life. You know me. It's hard for me to trust anyone. That's where Joey gets it from. But you're well on your way to getting back into my good graces. That's good to hear. Truly. Don't want to wait for the premieres and want early access to every single upcoming video that I have? Then head on over to my Patreon, where you'll get early access and one daily exclusive skit shown nowhere else. Or if you want all the episodes early without the Patreon exclusives for $1 less, you can join my YouTube channel. As always, thank you for everyone who's already signed up. Worst person, right? I would snatch your teeth right out your mouth. A couple years ago, my nephew was he was 4 years old, and my cat did something that pissed him off. And me, my wife, and my sister, who's my nephew's mom, we were all watching him, and my nephew was like to the cat, "I'm gonna snatch the teeth right out your mouth." And we all laughed because we had no idea where he came up with that phrase. I never forgot it, and that's why I used it in the video. It was like an homage to my nephew. So look, things have never been more complicated, and I'm not blind to that. So I appreciate you coming here today.
Yep.
I know what happened with Jimmy, and I probably shouldn't have been so possessive of you, given the fact that we're not actually together.
Yeah.
You have to understand, though, at the same time, it's one thing to do what he did with you behind my back. Okay, that's a whole other code that he broke. But it's a whole separate thing to implicate me in a crime and put me behind bars to avoid conflict.
I agree. That's why I don't talk to him anymore.
Right, so with all that being said, I gotta get Jimmy back. Alright? Eye for an eye. We need to be even. And I need to hurt him as much as he hurt me. I know it's petty, but if I ever want Jimmy back in my life, that's how I need to do things, okay? So, there's a lot going on in my life, like I said. And I've been doing some thinking. This isn't final. This is not me officially asking you. I guess it is, but it's just the ball's not set in motion yet. Just understand that. I need you to be a surrogate.
What?
I know this is a crazy thing to ask you, okay? But there's an incentive behind it. I'm not just asking you out of the kindness of my heart. I know our setup. You would be offered $500,000.
I'll do it.
Alright, so that was easy. Are you not bringing the baby for 4th of July? I was looking forward to seeing him. You being serious? Like, given the circumstances right now, you really think I care about 4th of July? You make every single holiday about you, no matter what's going on in life. Okay, well, if I see photos of the baby from the other grandmother circulating online on 4th of July, there are going to be problems. Put the threats, Ma. I don't need threats right now about my baby. Okay, don't ask me to babysit anymore. Ma, are we really talking about this given what's going on with Miranda right now? Like, seriously? You think I care about fireworks and hot dogs and 4th of July? All of the diapers I've bought him, all of the Gerber meals, I guess that just doesn't... Ma, I'm hanging up. I don't need a guilt trip. I just don't understand why the baby couldn't be dropped off with me. Because Joey's the father. No, I mean when you were first initially arrested. Why couldn't the baby be dropped off with me and not your mother-in-law? Mom, it doesn't matter right now, okay? The baby's with Joey now and he's nowhere near my mother-in-law, former mother-in-law, so don't worry about it. What exactly is going on? I don't like the fact that you're in police custody. The news even reported on it. I don't know. I mean, I'll tell you everything later. I just can't really talk about it right now. The important thing is that John does his job and he gets Mill to lower her guard. And then we'll take it from there. It's all about just, winning her over. And what if this doesn't work? What if somehow it backfires? You can't be serious. How'd you get bingo already? Oh, come on now. You know, John, I have the magic touch. You've always been great at this game, Mill. You know, this is really fun. I agree. Don't want to wait for the premieres and want early access to every single upcoming video that I have? Then head on over to my Patreon, where you'll get early access and one daily exclusive skit shown nowhere else. Or if you want all the episodes early without the Patreon exclusives for $1 less, you can join my YouTube channel. As always, thank you for everyone who's already signed up. Yeah. Can I speak to Miranda Riley, please? Hello? So you alright and everything? Wow. You're actually calling to check in? Yes, Miranda. Why do you always think I hate you? Call me crazy, but every time you pick up or drop the baby off, there's an argument between us, so... I need to know what's going on. What's happening with you? Do they have evidence and stuff? Like, why are you there? You asking me that kind of implies that you think that I'm capable of offing your girlfriend. I'm asking you because I need transparency, alright? If you get locked up right now and this is it for you, I become a full-time dad. So these are things I need to know. Would you at all be sad if I went to prison? If you committed this crime and you have to be in prison forever or whatever the case may be, I would be sad and disappointed. But you're still not answering my question. I didn't do it, Joey. I don't know what they have on me, but I didn't do it. Trust me. Good. Because that's the last thing our family needs.
Oh, but you putting yourself in prison, that's fair game, right? My son's father's allowed to be in prison, but not his mom.
Goodbye, Miranda. Look, I'm sorry, alright? I've been a terrible grandson. And I don't blame you for supporting Miranda one bit. I get it. Through everything that's happened between us, she's been a tremendous mother to our baby. And I didn't deserve her. When we were together, I took her for granted. I know you're gonna pull through, Nanny Agatha. You always do. But while you're in this state of whatever, I have a confession to make. Melissa's mom, Barbara Jean, she came to me with this plan, this idea that could essentially wipe me of all my guilt that I've ever had, you know, and I feel tremendously guilty for what happened to Melissa, and I would do anything to take back a lot of the things I've done. So she's come to me with this proposition that I could be the father of Melissa's baby via a surrogate because her eggs were frozen. And now I'm kind of like leaning towards doing that. I don't know if you heard that, Junior, but you're gonna have a sibling. Don't want to wait for the premieres and want to see the videos before everyone else? Then head on over to my Patreon where you can get early access for $4.99. What's the matter, Miranda?
I miss my baby. Like, I know the process and I know that I have to be here, but it's taking me a lot longer than I would have thought.
I understand that. Just know that we all have to be convincing here. You will be reunited with your baby soon.
I get that, and I know that we're all trying to be convincing, but I don't know, it's just a lot right now.
I know. So look, I'll try to get you released in the next 48 hours.
Thank you. So with John's wire and everything, has like Mill started to believe his shtick?
Based on what I've heard from the wire so far, things are looking good.
But can I ask what happens if like Mill doesn't confess to killing Melissa, or you're not able to peg her through John's wire?
We're still working on Melissa's case. It's gone a bit cold right now, but that thing is still open and we still want to find out what happened to her and all of those things. It's separate from John's wire. John's doing what he's doing because he's in debt, okay? And Mill has a plethora of things that we can get her on. But the way that you're talking right now, are you implying that Mill had something to do with Melissa's death? Because that's going to open up a whole nother can of worms.
No.
Is my great-grandson okay? Your great-grandson is fine. He's with his father. And as happy as I am to be standing here talking to you, or whatever you have to say to me, shouldn't you rest? You just woke up from a coma. I'm awake, and I'm breathing. I don't need to rest. Let me guess. Miranda was the one who visited me most while I was in a coma. With all due respect, why do you think I would have that type of information? Because I know you probably have police staking this place out. Alright, yeah. Miranda was the one that visited you most. She even brought the baby. But Joey came to see you, John came to see you, and even your daughter came to see you. Screw my daughter. The gloves are off. What does that mean? You listen to me, and you listen to me good. Mill, my daughter, was the one that pushed me down those stairs. She's also the one who killed Melissa. Are you saying all this on record? Get me a phone. Yeah, of course. Here.
Hello?
You wanted a war, and you thought that you could kill me? The police know everything.
How did you wake up?
As for John, he's wearing a wire. What is it?
Let me see the wire, you lowlife.
Don't even think about touching me.
You really thought that you were gonna get me with a wire? I should have known better to trust you. You're just like everyone else, trying to put something in between me and my family.
You know, when we were together, I'm still in debt because of your stupid lavish lifestyle.
Don't blame me that you used money to make up for the fact that you were a terrible father and terrible husband.
I would have done anything for Joey. I loved Joey with everything that I had. You got rid of me because Joey started to like me more. And what are you gonna do when your grandson starts to like other people more, like his parents, like Uncle Jimmy? Are you gonna kill everyone?
Oh, if you only weren't wearing a wire.
Listen to me. This stands for every day that I've known you. This stands for today. I'm not scared of you one bit because you can't take nothing away from me. I'm not scared to lose nothing, so do something. I've been waiting for this day a very long time now. You're under arrest in connection to the Melissa Cartwright case. Don't want to wait for the premieres and want early access to every single upcoming video that I have? Then head on over to my Patreon where you'll get early access and one daily exclusive skit shown nowhere else. Or if you want all the episodes early without the Patreon exclusives for $1 less, you can join my YouTube channel. As always, thank you for everyone who's already signed up. Yo, Miranda dropped the baby off. He's sleeping on the couch. And I'm glad you're out of police custody. I'm assuming that they couldn't find anything on you? Yeah, you have no idea how happy I am to be home and to see my baby again. And yeah, they had nothing on me. Whatever John said was false. Just like sometimes on the weekends, the baby did say mama a few times while you were away. I'm sorry about my stepdad, okay? Still can't believe that he named you in the case like that. Yeah, it's so crazy. Anyway, you know the baby says dada during the week a lot too. It's nice to hear. Maybe someday he'll have like a sibling that he misses during the week too. Who are you having a kid with if Melissa's not in the picture anymore? No one. I'm just saying, you never know what's gonna change in the future, you know? Yeah. Maybe one day I'll have a kid with someone else too. You're just saying that to piss me off, right? Why would that piss you off? It doesn't. You know what? I do have something I need to tell you. And it involves Melissa. Go on. I'm just warning you that this whole thing is crazy, alright? But apparently, Melissa had her eggs frozen. Well, she didn't have them frozen, but they're frozen. That's a very confusing sentence. Why are you telling me this? Her mother, Barbara Jean. She wants me to be the father of the baby. What do you mean she wants you to be the father? We're gonna use a surrogate. I'm sorry, I have a million questions right now. Didn't she have like fertility issues, and why would you want to have a baby with someone that's not... Why would you want to raise a baby by yourself? This is hard to say, but for most of Melissa's life, her family had her believe that she had fertility issues. They had these doctors that made her believe that. Everything you just said sounds like really illegal. And what if like the eggs don't even work? Are you even allowed to use someone's eggs after they're gone without their permission? I haven't told no one this. Why are you getting so worked up? Because Joey, I don't know if you understand this, but there's a million reasons why I should be getting worked up about this right now. Alright, you need to relax, okay? First of all, I haven't told Barbara Jean yes to this whole surrogate thing. And second of all, yes, I'm telling you this stuff, but I don't need your input. I don't need you to tell me it's wrong or right. Joey, using someone's eggs after they're gone and having a woman believe that she was infertile for half her life is unethical. It's unethical. Suddenly, you care about Melissa and ethics. I know, but what her mother did was terrible. Okay? It's just wrong in general. You know, everyone tells us that we need to be civil in this custody thing with the baby and all that. And I'll try to actually like open up to you about something that's going on in my life. And now I'm facing judgment.
And maybe I shouldn't have told you about any of this. It's the whole thing of like, taking eggs out like that is not like running the shop right and taking them off the shelf. How did she even... I didn't know this, but apparently Melissa's family is like rich, okay? So I don't know why she would steal money from you and all that in the past, but they had access to all sorts of different people, processes, different doctors. I don't know how they made this work. I just know what I'm dealing with right now. Oh my God, Joey, is that why you're doing this? Because they have money and you just want a piece of their fortune? No, I don't care about money. I care about my conscience and being able to sleep at night. That's why I constantly throw myself pity parties, because I don't like the way I treat people. Everyone thinks that I'm just a doofus, that I don't care about what I'm doing. I do. I don't want to hurt my baby. I don't want to hurt you as much as you don't want to believe that. I don't want to hurt anyone. And I make stupid mistake after stupid mistake after stupid mistake. Right now, I can't run from one of those mistakes. And that mistake is letting Melissa be at home while you and my mom did whatever you guys did. I can't run from that. The only thing that I can do is try to fix my karma and make up for it. That's why I want to have Melissa's baby. Forget your little dramatic speech, okay? Because she hit your child. Do you not feel any remorse for that? You want to talk about my remorse? I don't know how everyone can side with you and see you as this all-perfect hero when you have no remorse for what happened to Melissa. Yes, she hit my baby and she did terrible things and she was a terrible person. But I don't believe in an eye for an eye. That's not how the world should work. And everyone is cheering that you and my mom... I don't want to hear about remorse, Miranda. Well, look, as your ex-wife, your baby's mother, and someone who doesn't 100% hate you, I'm warning you that if you go through with this surrogate stuff, you're going to be opening up the biggest can of worms for yourself. The problems that you're going to face, I can barely imagine. You know, yes, Melissa was terrible, and yes, she did terrible things, but I think there's one thing that makes you resent her more than anything else, and that was the life that we started, and the fact that I was potentially going to have a baby with her, and I wasn't going to have a second baby with you. This conversation's over. Conversation always conveniently ends when you want it to, right? Don't want to wait for the premieres and want early access to every single upcoming video that I have? Then head on over to my Patreon, where you'll get early access and one daily exclusive skit shown nowhere else. Or if you want all the episodes early without the Patreon exclusives for $1 less, you can join my YouTube channel. As always, thank you for everyone who's already signed up. This is clearly just an attempt by my family to keep me away from my grandson. No, it's because your mother has come forward with accusations and evidence. Melissa's coat in the bathroom. That's really all they have on me? That doesn't prove a single thing. Your DNA being on the coat is pretty convincing. My DNA on the jacket, that's really it? Who else's DNA is on that jacket? Who else has given you an alibi like me? You know that this is just my mother trying to pin something on me. Check the will that she took me out of very recently. So you can see that she's just trying to put me behind bars. I'm innocent and I want to leave. Well, Mother, just leaving you a voicemail to let you know that I'm so happy you're out of a coma. Just because I lost a battle does not mean I'm going to lose the war. Damn it. Looks like this damn Melissa case has run cold yet again. I got no leads. I got no more evidence that ties anyone to anything. I don't even know where to begin.
I'm sure you'll find answers one day. These cases that go cold, they always have their conclusions.
And sometimes those conclusions come from hoochie mamas. As much as I hate when a hoochie mama is correct, sometimes they deserve to be right. Sometimes their loyalty can be rewarded. As much as I hate you all, I can admit when you're correct. Here is your tea. Melissa.
Don't want to wait for the premieres and want early access to every single upcoming video that I have? Then head on over to my Patreon, where you'll get early access and one daily exclusive skit shown nowhere else. Or if you want all the episodes early without the Patreon exclusives for $1 less, you can join my YouTube channel. As always, thank you for everyone who's already signed up.
Yeah, can you pick the baby up tomorrow and you can have him till Monday? I'm kind of busy today.
Yeah, that's fine. I was only on my way.
Is that supposed to be sarcasm or something?
Yeah, you know, if I changed plans with the baby, it would be World War II.
World War III.
What?
World War II already happened.
Whatever, Miranda.
Sorry about that.
It's alright. What'd you want to speak to me about?
Just want to say, through all the drama and controversy that's happened, I'm glad you got to meet your grandson.
Really glad too. But now with Mill and Joey hating my guts and wanting to kill me, I think I gotta disappear.
I understand. When it comes to your debt, did you work something out with the police?
They paid 75% of my debt because I wore the wire.
I also wanted to help with that because Nanny Agatha gave me a lot of money and I think you deserve it.
I don't deserve it. You should use it for the baby.
You do deserve it because you're the only one that stood up to my mother-in-law. And I appreciate that. No one has the balls to do that.
Alright. Thank you. Hey, Nanny Agatha, it's so great to see you okay and out of a coma. I can't believe they discharged you so.
It was a nap. You know, your wife came to see me more than you did.
Ex-wife.
Are you two legally divorced?
No.
Then she's your wife.
Understood. May I ask what you wanted to speak to me about?
After what your mother pulled with the stairs, I don't want her around my great-grandbaby anymore. Stop letting her see him.
I completely understand where you're coming from, but with all due respect, and I ask in the nicest way possible, is there any way I can not be involved in this? Because if I stop her from seeing the baby or open that can of worms, she's just gonna come for my throat. And I'm so tired of the drama.
Do you not believe that she pushed me down the stairs?
No. I do.
Then you don't care.
Of course I care. But me not letting her see the baby.
What excuse are you about to give me now, Joey? The truth is, today, just like all 33 of your years, you've had your head so far up your mother's ass, you can see her blackened tonsils.
I'm sorry. I'll restrict her from seeing the baby. Have a good day, Nanny Agatha. Don't want to wait for the premieres and want early access to every single upcoming video that I have? Then head on over to my Patreon, where you'll get early access and one daily exclusive skit shown nowhere else. Or if you want all the episodes early without the Patreon exclusives for $1 less, you can join my YouTube channel. As always, thank you for everyone who's already signed up. She doesn't want you seeing the baby, Ma. I don't know what to tell you. She's the very last person that I want to piss off.
First you let your baby's mother take precedence over me, and now your grandmother gets more say than I do. How is that correct?
Why you gotta be two-faced? Like, just the other day, you were just by her bedside, in the hospital, singing her praises, saying how much you loved her.
That was when she was in a coma.
Not for nothing, she claims that you pushed her down the stairs and put her in that coma. On top of, like, everything that happened with my girlfriend.
I really don't know how many times I have to say this. I had nothing to do with Melissa's disappearance.
Yeah.
I have to defend myself against the accusations that I pushed my mother down the stairs. You know how I feel about respecting your mother.
So you really didn't push Nanny Agatha down the stairs, Ma?
Would I really be that reckless? That's attempted murder.
Why does Agatha treat my ex-wife, of all people, better than you?
Because Miranda's a kiss ass, and she's the daughter that my mother never had. And now all she wants to do is help my mother take my grandson away. You know, it's nice seeing the baby today. I feel like I haven't seen the baby in forever.
Don't say that, Mom. You sound like my former mother-in-law when you say that.
No offense, but like your little sister, you haven't really come around lately.
Sorry, Mom. A lot's happened lately. Like my baby daddy got arrested, Agatha got pushed down the stairs, and then I was taken into custody.
You're right. I'm sorry. I just always feel like I'm aging quicker when I don't see my grandkid.
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about something. I know I always vent, but Joey the other day had mentioned maybe one day he would have a baby with someone else, and I know that had been on the table with Melissa, but when he said it the other day, I just got so bitter and jealous. I don't know why.
It's strange because you speak about your separation as though it's a final divorce and it's official, but it always seems like you feel differently.
It's weird, and I don't know, maybe I need to go to therapy for it, but even though we're separated, I still always imagine us having another kid. There's always just a second kid in the picture, and we're separated, so that doesn't make sense.
I don't want to tell you what to do or give you advice on this because one day I don't like Joey and then the next day I do. I just think that maybe you should talk to him about these things rather than me. Maybe he'll be open to certain things.
I don't think that it's in the cards because the other day he actually told me that he never wanted to have a second baby with me. You know, I make this quick because I gotta go pick my baby up. I don't like to be late when it comes to picking him up. My baby's mother always holds it against me. About the surrogate situation. You know about Barbara Jean freezing the eggs and wanting to use you as the father and all of that. You know about it, right? Yeah, it's all I've been thinking about lately. Consuming me. I don't really know how to move forward. Well, I'm sure you were appalled and taken back by her revelation, and so was I. And because she used to suffer from terrible postpartum and we already lost the baby and she had some psychosis, I did some research on everything that has to do with Melissa's frozen eggs. My life's been really dramatic up until this point, and the way you're saying things right now is leading me to believe that you're about to tell me something. So what is it? I found it hard to believe that she could find any doctors capable of lying to our daughter in that way or doing what my wife had instructed them to do, and she didn't. The truth of the matter is, they weren't Melissa's eggs. She had frozen her own eggs and she had lied to you about it. She was gonna have me have a baby with her egg, Barbara Jean's eggs. I was gonna be the father to Melissa's sibling. What? You listen to me, cowboy. Your wife needs help, or your ex-wife, whatever she is. She needs help. All right, she needs to get help. I don't blame her. She lost her daughter. I'm not gonna ever stop throwing up. She needs help, and you need to get her help, or you need to do something, because you almost ruined my life. Okay? I am tremendously sorry that you had to go through this. Yeah, you and me both. I was never a supportive husband through all our pregnancy losses and everything in between, and I've been a terrible husband, and I should have been there for her.